and who would like to lower their borrowing cost, and who do not mind to pay higher cost when the commodity price is high, because they can afford it. In this example, I'm talking about gold producers. But it could be applicable to copper producers, silver producers, oil producers, you know. In this case, we have a 3-year debt with a coupon of 9% paid annually. The YTM for straight par debt is 9%. Coupon equal the YTM in the market. The warrant strike price is 460.7. You know what warrant is, right? It's like a call option. If you have a warrant, if at expiration the price is above the strike price, you can exercise it. You can get the difference between the current market price and the strike, like a call option. Investor has one warrant per ounce for each $1,000 in debt. What is the price of the gold warrant embedded in the debt? I skipped the number 423% on purpose to make a point. The producer of gold, if he or she goes to the market with a straight bond, the YTM will be 9%. So that will be the cost of borrowing. They would like to lower that YTM to 4.23%. You cannot just lower it. That's why they added the warrant. The warrant has a value. When you put a value, X dollars, plus the 100, it becomes higher value. That's why the YTM goes down. So, the producer, you have to understand now the motive behind it. The producer would like to borrow money. Gold was kind of low price. They think 9% is too high of a cost. So they say, we don't mind to pay higher if gold prices goes very high. But at this level of gold, we would like to pay lower cost. They are comfortable with 4.23%. I made up. Okay. So my first question is, what is the value of the warrant? Second question is, what is the break-even point, or the point at which the producer of gold is indifferent between issuing a straight bond or a bond with warrant? Meaning, if the gold price is up to that break-even point, the producer is ahead. The producer is reducing the borrowing cost. If the gold goes above that break-even point, if you want, then the borrowing cost is higher than 9%. But at that level, he doesn't care because he can afford. You understand the motive behind it? Yes. It's very important. And then I added some gold options in the market and whether you can see hedging or arbitrage. So the first question was, what is the price of gold warrant embedded in the debt? And Arianto said how much?
I think 13.7.
How did you find that?
Basically, I said if there was no warrant, it would be at par at 9. So I calculated what is the price of a bond with a 9% coupon.
It's 100.
And a yield took of 4.23. The difference should give me the value of the warrant.
Very good. You understand what he said? He did say I have the cash flows. See, basic finance again. You have 3 years, 1, 2, 3. The cash flows are interest payment 90, 90, 90. Then 1,090. If I take the present value based on 4.23%, I get a price. The value will be, but you have to do it per thousand.
Yeah, well, I did it. Better.
You did it per 100.
Yeah.
But it's per thousand. But he did it per 100. He found $113 rounded. Face value is 100. The difference is $13 per warrant. But if you do it per thousand, then it will be 130. All right. Now, I am suspicious a little, but I know at the end we will not do it. Because I did the calculations yesterday based on 100. And this is the first question. The cash flow based on 100 is 999. The present value using the 4.23% is that much. This is the present value, 113. 113 minus 100 is 13.17, 1,200. I have a reason why I give it 1,200. But if you want to follow the 1,000, it should be 1,000 here, 90, 90, 90, and then it would be 131.7. All right? So this is the detail. So it's not a big deal. In this case, the value of the warrant is easy. Now, either they have to give you the YTM and you find the value of the warrant, or I can give you the value of the warrant and you have to find the YTM. It's one variable in the equation, okay? You have to pay attention to that because this will be in the test. So one version is going to get the 14 and you have to find 13. The other version will be I give you the 13, you have to find the 14. All right? I'm telling you, it's done. So I don't want surprise. I want everyone to make at least a little. Yes, sir. Second question. If the price is 400, what is the effective cost for the YTM? Now I shift it to 1,000. You see, I multiplied by 10. This is the price. You multiply it by 10, it will be 1,131.8. So this number is this number. Okay? At 400, you have 90, 90, 10,090. But you have the warrant. Do you get anything from the warrant? No. Why? Because the gold price is below strike. Here you have to remember the intrinsic value of the call option. The intrinsic value of the call option is max S minus X gamma 0. That's why you have the same formula. I added 90 plus 1,000 plus max, the gold price minus the strike. The strike was 460. You cannot have a negative number. That's why it's 0. Anytime the value of the gold is below 460, the terminal value doesn't change because it's 0. But if it goes above 460, you can see it's different now. It's 90 plus 1,000 plus the difference. The difference, 500 minus 460 is about 40. So you can see this is 40, about 40. All right? Yes.
Why do we add 1,000 again?
It's a face value.
Bond is 3-year maturity, 3-year bond.
This is maturity. This is year 3. This is year 1, year 2. So this is year 1, year 2, year 3. At maturity, you get the coupon, which is 90. You get the face value, which is 1,000. And you get any appreciation above 460 because of the one. And you can see that if the gold is 700, the cost is more than 9%. But the producer doesn't care because you know the gold now is 700. He can't afford it. So legitimate question would be, what is the break-even price? But what I meant by break-even price is the price of gold at which the producer is indifferent between the two alternatives. All right? We can do it in different ways. The easiest way in this case, I'm going to use what if gold C. I want this number to be 4.23% by changing this point, okay, by changing this gold price. Oh, I want 9%, sorry. What if gold C? I want this number to be 9%. That's the break-even. 9% by changing the gold price. What's going on? I repeat that. What if gold C? I want this number to be 9%. Didn't I put 9%?
It rounded it up, it seems. So would you put like 9.00?
Something wrong. We go. Plus max 837 minus yesterday's work. Gold C. I want this number to be 9% by changing this. This is very close, but yesterday I was lucky. I got exactly 9%. But 631, that's one way. The other way, I'm doing it here. N equal to 3, YTM is 9%, that's the price, this is the C, this is the future value. All right, got it. And then the break-even point will be 630. 30. If you put in here equal 631.38, should give you exactly 9%. Okay. Another way to do it, you can call it X, and it is 90, 1090 plus X minus 460, and you take the present value of all of them. You have one equation in X, you can find X. Those of you who are good in math, you can write it as a mathematical equation and you can solve it. So there are different ways how to do it. Yes?
Alternatively, did you value the bond separately at that price, and then value the option separately and add them together?
You can. Two steps instead of one step.
Yes, simple, but I used to do that.
You can do it. No problem. Last thing I had, if you have gold options at 12, do you see any arbitrage opportunities? Of course, the answer is yes. Why? Imagine 12 per 100. That's why I use the 100, because in the market, gold options are per 100. That's why. So the quotation is for $12 per ounce. So $12 for the option. If they buy the option, they are selling the warrant, right? If it's the same exercise price, if gold goes above the strike price, the warrant worth something, which is gold price minus the strike. But my option worth the same thing, so they cancel out. What is my benefit here? I am selling the warrant at 13, I am paying only 12 as hedging and keeping $1 per 100, meaning $10 per 1,000. I am reducing my cost. It is not now 4.23%. Because if you put the $10 to add it to 1131, it becomes 1141, then the rate will be less. Right? So if you add $10 to the 1143 in here, for example, right? It will be 1141. You are reducing further your total cost if the gold options are available and the price is below your warrant. Not all commodities have options on them. So this last question may not apply to all commodities. But the first two questions do apply to all. So in the test, I'm going to ask you one of the two questions, the first two questions. It could be silver, it could be copper, it could be oil, it could be something. But again, the most important thing, as you can see, calculations are very easy, basic finance. The idea is how you can reduce your borrowing cost if you are a producer of a commodity. That's one way to do it. Any questions? Perfect. I am 7 minutes ahead from yesterday. I can do something else to keep you here till then. First, next week, I am not here. Professor Sadikas is going to teach, and he will give you a project for this point in 2 hours. I will come 2 weeks from today. That's when the presentation starts. And the week after, the presentation also. Then on week 6, we have combined classes. That will be on Thursday, the 25th, just 1 day before the graduation. So classes will be combined, so you will have to come on Thursday, not Friday, after that presentation, in 1 by 1. And then on July 2nd, classes are also combined. That's when I give you the test. I'm not going to ask you anything I did not do in class. I'm going to change the numbers. And if somebody doesn't do well, I will be very offended. So I told you, but I'm not asking. If you have any issue, any problem, I am available for you. I can help you. You come to my office, I can help you. All right? Now, yeah, corporate finance. I'm going to shift to basic finance again. Let's suppose you have a company and you have debt and equity on it. Okay? And in your balance sheet, you have idle cash, let's say $50 million. If you don't know what to do with that $50 million, and you are running out of money, you decided as a financial manager to take the $50 million and place them out in dividends. To whom? To shareholders. Do you see any effect on the market value of debt and equity? Why or why not? Should I repeat the question?
Yes.
You take 50 million idle cash, you pay them out in dividends to the shareholders. Do you feel or think that there is any effect on the market value of debt and equity? Why or why not? Yes, sir.
Dividends will reduce your equity, your price of your stock. For the next book hours.
Would I talk about ex-dividend?
You said with dividends lower the equity value, the market equity.
I said that?
Will you repeat the question?
I didn't say whether there is an effect. So you are saying that it will lower the equity value.
Yes, actually.
Okay. It should, I don't think it should, because you're paying dividends to your shareholders, which makes it more valuable, but that's being offset by a decrease in the cash, which is also valuable.
Now, if I follow your suggestion, you know M&M Taylor, right? You know M&M Taylor. Dividend Taylor. Little Montpellier.
What?
Oh, and then
You don't? That's bad. You didn't study that? According to M&M, investors are indifferent between $1 in dividends and $1 in capital gain. So if I give you $1 in dividends and your stock goes down by $1, you are what? You didn't do it. Just I'm answering your reaction about reduction in equity. Because if you take the equity, equity is not only what you have, but also what you receive. You receive already $1. So the value of your equity, if it were 50, you receive 1 and you lose 1, it stays 50. This is M&M. I'm going to talk about those things like 1 to 4 weeks from now. It is not enough, but I want to get a feel how to talk. Forget about equity. How about debt holders? What do you think about debt holders? Are they better off or worse off?
Less liquidity.
Less liquidity.
The assets are decreased by the amount of the dividend, and the debt is the same, so leverage increases.
So the ratio of debt is increasing, right? Is that good or bad for the bondholders? So the market value of the debt will go down or up? It will go down. It's kind of zero-sum game. If the debt holder loses, who's going to make that money?
The shareholder.
That's opposite of what you said before. Whatever it is, I don't care if you know the direction of the effect. My contribution to you, because a lot of people, they know how to say it and to estimate what will be the effect. But my contribution will be how to measure it. How to measure it. We'll talk about that for this. But for today, let me give you a numerical example. Let's suppose WD is 50% and you have debt and equity, and you have KD is 10%, and the tax is 30%, and WE is 50%, and KE is 20%. What is the WACC? You know what the WACC is, right? So 50% times 10% times 70% plus 50% times 20%. 13.5? 13.5%. Thank you very much. Everybody knows how to do that? Now, let's suppose you have a project with IRR equals 17%. Do you accept the project?
Yes.
Yes or no? 3 seconds.
Yes.
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 Heavy yes. Since you started with the yes, what would you like me to do? Make you right or wrong?
I just concluded that IRR is greater than the cost of capital.
Did she answer my question?
No.
Unbelievable this one. I am asking a simple question. Would you like me to make you right or wrong?
Right.
If you are offended, I ask someone else.
Right.
Make you right. I'm going to make it. You are the financial officer of the company. And you need to know, and I told you that before, this is American style. For you international students, you don't know the American, you have to learn it. I learned it, I have been here for 2 years. You have to see what is your problem. What are you doing? What is our goal as CFO? To maximize the share value. Share value, what does it mean, share value?
My share price. My
Share meaning equity holders.
Yes.
Everybody agrees with that?
True.
You have to have a return on equity that's greater than cost.
If you check all textbooks before 2008, they will tell you our goal in finance is to maximize share price or to maximize shareholder wealth. After 2008 crisis, etc., they changed. Our goal is to maximize the shareholder wealth in the long run. They use in the long run. They add. Because they blamed everything on finance, etc., on stock options, on incentives, da da da. That's why people or companies were firing people, etc., lowering costs, because it's short term. So they had our goal is to increase the success in the long term. And because we cannot see the long term, it's like okay, we are hedging ourselves. What we mean. Don't underestimate what I said. But she wants to maximize the shareholder wealth, regardless if it's short term or not. The shareholder required rate of return is 20%. The IRR is 17%. I'm making you wrong because you contradict yourself. Is she maximizing the shareholder wealth?
Not necessarily.
Excuse me?
Not necessarily, because
I don't like not necessarily.
you're assuming that the project.
I am not liking the not necessarily.
No.
It's no, not necessarily. Not necessarily, it could be maybe. See, I'm a mathematician, I have to be very clear. It's no. If I require 20%, you are investing in something 17%, you are not meeting my demand. Simple.
But let's say you're.
I'm talking about shareholder, right?
But I don't agree, because the risk profile of the project is like a treasury. You are gonna reduce the KE because your beta is gonna be reduced in the long term.
Those are good theory questions, etc. You have to adjust for the whatever. I am saying KE is one number, and I'm assuming for the level of risk is 20%. Now, you can justify anything you want, right? But we have to be reasonable. If I am requesting 20%, you should invest in projects that pays me at least 20%. You talk about the risk. I didn't tell you about the risk, but you want to talk about. You cannot come and justify say, "Well, I got you only 10% because I wanted you to invest in lower risk." I didn't tell you that. I want 20%. I didn't tell you anything about it. You are making assumptions. Okay, so I can be hard on my answers. You see, risk I did not involve it here, but you can say that risk is already embedded in the rate. All right. Because I didn't tell you how I came up with the KE. Maybe KE is using beta. And that's how I came up with that. And the beta is the same as the project. Those are assumptions. All right? So stay simple. If you are maximizing shareholder wealth, this is not it. But if your goal is to maximize the value of the company, then it's a good. Because IRR is higher than the cost. This IRR applies to the company. And the company value is debt plus equity. You are maximizing P. You are not maximizing E. Maximizing V is equivalent to maximizing E only if D is constant. And this is not an accounting class. In an accounting class, the D is constant because they take the face value. In finance, we talk about market value of debt and market value of equity. We don't care only about the face value. We care about the market value. And I think Professor Cohen should have talked about this, about when you evaluate a company, especially in M&A or something, you look at the market value, don't look at the face value, right? So I know what you were taught at some point in time, and I'm trying to tie everything here in this class, ideas and different processes. Again, if our goal is to maximize the value of the company, then we take it, it's a goal. And you have it. If our goal is to maximize the shareholder value, it's not. That's why you can be right, you can be wrong, depending on your goal. Tell me what you do. I am not telling you you have to do this or that. But I'm trying to tell you guys, you have to understand what you are doing. It is not the same. But you have to be consistent with your goal. You cannot tell me, I am maximizing the shareholder wealth and I'm investing in this project. Inconsistent. Simple. When you go talk to accounting people about me, they tell me this is crazy. I know, but I know what I'm talking about. You don't have to believe me or to follow me, you know. But I give you my opinion. You decide. Simple. Think about it yourself. I want 20%. Somebody, money manager, I told him I want 20%. He said, oh, I got you only 10% because I decided to lower your risk. Is he doing what you want? Would you keep him as a manager?
No.
You decide. Simple example, they can teach you a lot. You enjoy your next 2 weeks. I hope I will be away next week. I hope I will have access to email if you need access to anything to email. You know, I answer email if I have access. Also, those of you guys, I did send 2 files last Saturday. If you have not received them, that means you are not on my list. If you haven't received those 2 files, I need to have your email, write them down. I can send you the file for the future communication. Thank you.